Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? So on this hot day, I got me a nice cold cup of lemonade, and I suggest you guys too and enjoy the weather outside, which I'm not actually outside. I'm in my office slash bedroom. So I downloaded another app and I tried it out, and something got me a little pissed off, and I wanted to vlog about it in this video. It has to do with Facebook and my belief that they're being overbearing, controlling freaks. And so, without further ado, let's get into the video. So as I said in the beginning, opening section of my video, that I feel like Facebook is being overbearing, controlling freaks. And I'm just going to kind of spitball a little bit of things that I've caught wind of. So yeah, back in February, an application, one of my favorite applications actually, was taken down, and it was called Friendcaster from One Louder Apps. It was, for me, I had a better Facebook experience on the third-party app like Friendcaster than I did with the original application itself. The application ran crappy, and at first I thought maybe it was a phone that I was using. Except that, I periodically switch between phones. Right now I'm using the G Stylo's new phone that I have, and I love the way that it functions. Even though people say the T-Mobile one's better, I get it. Yes, better spec, but it's not about that. But Facebook runs crappy on my phone, and of course, some people will be like, well, maybe it's your phone. Well, maybe it's not my phone, because it runs crappy on the ZTE Max, it runs crappy on the Warp Sync, it runs crappy on the Moto E, it runs crappy on the Aquos Crystal, it runs crappy on the Speed, it runs crappy on all my phones. And alright, when you have that many phones and that application runs the same way on all of them, then it's technically not the phone, it's the app. So I like using third-party apps. I like using Friendcaster, and that got pulled off the Play Store because of Facebook's APIs got stricter, and so they didn't want to re-engineer their application. They didn't want to change the experience you got with Friendcaster, so they just completely pulled the app off the Play Store. Not available. You can still get it on Black Market Alpha, but even if you do download it and you sign into Facebook on it, it's like nothing comes through, no updates, nothing, and that's because it's no longer linking to Facebook anymore. The app is dead. So I downloaded another application called Plume, which is Twitter, and it gives you the ability to streamline Facebook into it. And I noticed, before Plume used to work, I'd be on the Twitter side, I can tweet, then I switch to the Facebook tab on it, read everyone else's posts from my family and friends on Facebook, and I could simultaneously post to both, or I can post to one or the other. And so recently I went on to Plume, and it doesn't do that anymore. When you go to the Facebook tab, it only shows your post to Facebook, which, come on now, not all of us are that self-centered that we have to read what we posted. I mean, for God's sakes, we posted it, right? We should know what we posted. So I deleted that off my phone, and then I wanted to use a good AIO, which is an all-in-one application that had Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and soon to have Google+, and that was Hootsuite. And I was using that. But on Hootsuite, same thing. You can't see your family or friends' posts, but you can see what you posted. And I thought, why the heck? So I decided to do a little snooping around over the past couple of months, and yes, Facebook's APIs got stricter. And what happened is, basically, is that Facebook is slowly forcing people that's using third-party apps to gain access to Facebook. They're forcing them to use their official Facebook app, which runs like crap. So, I'm like, wow, can they really be like that? And yes, they can. They can do whatever they want with their services. I mean, it is their services. But when their own development team can't get it right, when the experience on the official Facebook app is pretty crappy, you're going to have people that prefer to use third-party apps. So if you want that many users on Facebook, why cut off the ability for all those people that use third-party apps to gain access to Facebook, thinking you're going to force them to use the Facebook app? I mean, maybe a good 80% of them are going to cave in and download the Facebook app, because Facebook is very popular. It is to my opinion, it is the #1 social network app. And the reason why I say that, by real-world usage, is my slogan. More people use Facebook than they use Google+, than they use Twitter, than they use any other social network site. Facebook was built on a hype that everyone feels like they have to have a Facebook account to be relevant. So, me, I'm a Google Plus kind of guy, and when people ask me, what is Google Plus and what's the experience like, I guess the easiest way I can say it to people in a nutshell is like, it's just like using Facebook, except the color of the application is not blue, and the letter of the application icon begins with a G and not an F. So, but yeah, Google Plus is very much so just like Facebook. Whether those diehard Google Plus users want to, admit it or not, it's the same thing. You got posts, you can post things, you can post pictures, you can post videos. If you see someone's post on Google Plus, you hit that +1, which is the same thing as that thumbs up like. So it's basically the same thing. It's just, Google Plus Google Plus is run by Google, and Google wanted a social network for people who are diehard Google fans. And it's not just for the diehard Google fans, it's for anybody if you're willing to give it a chance. For me, I have to use Facebook because that's where most of my family is on, because they won't use anything else, and I'm not going to be in their ears telling them, hey, you guys should use Google Plus, it's so much better. Like, I just don't want to be that guy. I did it once, and they didn't listen to me, so I'm not going to do it again. They prefer Facebook. Hey, everyone's entitled to their own preference. But I got to say this to Facebook. It's pretty crappy you are trying to force everybody to use your official application when your official application runs like crap. So, ending this video, basically, that's just my thoughts, my opinions on the Facebook app. If you guys have been experiencing the same things too, please comment your thoughts in the comment section of this video. If you guys agree with me, let me know in the comment section of this video. And if you guys disagree with me, please comment why. And yeah, I'd love to read your guys' thoughts. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me that thumbs up. It really helps me out. If you have not subscribed, click that subscribe button and share this video all across social networks on Google Plus, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Tumblr, wherever. My name is Tito, and I am signing out. Thanks for watching.